Welcome to the Sketchbook Saga. For our second video, we're going to be taking just a bit of a diversion. So in our first video, we did exercise 1 of 30-minute drawings for beginners. Well, this one gives me a little bit more heart. We are doing part 1 of You Will Be Able to Draw by the End of This Book. So the early parts of this particular book focus on seeing. And when I say seeing, it focuses on skills of perception. So how you're going to develop core skills that you use to draw by something that you see. Because after all, every single drawing comes from some form of picture or sight. Even imaginary drawings come from a picture or a sight that you have in your brain. So this whole set of exercises kind of focuses on you getting what is in your mind's eye or in front of you onto the paper. The purpose of this particular exercise was to take a singular line, really to not lift your pencil or not to deviate from a line. And so it was to kind of force you to think about how you're being the most efficient in your drawing and getting yourself to be a little bit more spatially aware. Because unlike in a lot of drawings where you can kind of sketch out a framework and then build on top of it, if you're doing a single line drawing, well, it all has to be done in a single line. You can't pick up your pencil. You can't go and sketch out the room before you build on top of it. So I actually found this one to be pretty interesting. When I first started, I was like, oh, this isn't something that's going to be necessarily aesthetically pleasing. It's more of a how to train your brain exercise. That being said, I was actually kind of pleased with how the little almost doodle of a drawing turned out. My dog sat in the room with me and managed to make a cameo in this particular drawing. And you can see that I used my phone kind of for a reference because I took a picture of the room as it stood, just because I have my computer monitors in front of me 9 times out of 10 while I'm here. But overall, I was pleased with how this went, though I had to kind of go up and down and do all the little books and things without being able to add any detail. And you kind of see that third row down there where there's a lot of squiggles. I also actually paint and assemble miniatures for a few games, and that is a whole shelf full of them. So that is something that would look a little bit cooler if I was able to add detail. But this was a fun one, and as I go in and darken it up and add detail, I'll leave you with the final thought of progress and having targeted things to learn. I think that's a really good way to go, and I thank you very much for watching.